One sentence I hear parents say all the time is, "My child is very shy." Guest comes home and your child quietly goes to their room. The teacher says your child knows the answer but never raises a hand in class. At birthday parties, all the other children are running around, dancing and talking. Your child prefers standing next to you or quietly watching everyone else. And then, almost without thinking, we say, "Bacha, hello karo auntie ko, don't be shy." Can I tell you something? Maybe your child is not shy at all. Maybe you are simply misunderstanding them. And if that's true, then every time we call them shy, we are slowly making them believe there is something wrong with who they are. Before we go any further, I want to clear up one very important confusion. See, being an introvert and having low confidence are not the same thing. A child with low confidence wants to speak but is afraid. An introvert can speak very confidently, but only when they feel comfortable, safe, or interested in the conversation. Let me give you a simple example. Does your child come home from school and suddenly start talking non-stop? Do they tell you every little detail about their day? Do they spend hours talking to one or two close friends? Do they become completely different when they are with people they trust? If your answer is yes, then your child probably doesn't have a confidence problem. They simply don't enjoy talking to everyone, and that's perfectly okay. Think of it this way. Every child has a social battery. Some children get energy by being around lots of people. The more they meet, the happier they become. But some children exactly the opposite. Meeting lots of people drains their energy. After a birthday party or a family gathering, they need some quiet time to recharge. Just like your phone needs charging after the battery gets low, that doesn't mean your phone is broken. It simply means the battery is empty. Your child is exactly the same. Their room is not always a place where they are hiding. Sometimes it's simply the place where they are recharging. The problem is we have spent years believing that the loudest child is the most confident child. But confidence is not about speaking the most. Confidence is about feeling comfortable with who you are. Some children express themselves by talking, some express themselves by observing, thinking, and listening first. Neither one is better than the other. The problem starts when we keep trying to change a child's personality instead of understanding it. And without even realizing it, we start saying things every single day that slowly make our child feel that being quiet is a weakness. Now let's talk about those sentences next. Now let's talk about something that most parents do without even realizing it. We love our children deeply. We want them to become confident. But sometimes, with the best intentions, we end up saying things that make them feel there's something wrong with who they are. The first sentence is probably the most common one. Beta, namaste karo. Talk to uncle. Now, I'm not saying children should not greet people. Of course they should. But many times we expect them to become social the moment guest enters the house. For a quiet child, that's overwhelming. Instead, prepare your child before the guests arrive. You can simply say, "Beta, Sharma uncle and auntie are coming today." If you feel comfortable, just say a simple hello when they come. If you don't feel like staying there, that's okay. You can go and play in your room. Something interesting happens when children know they have a choice. They actually feel more relaxed. And when there's no pressure to perform, many children naturally come out after a few minutes, join the conversation in their own way, and speak when they are ready. Confidence grows in an environment where children feel accepted, not in an environment where they feel forced. So yes, teach your child to greet people. That's an important social skill. But don't force your child to become someone they are not just to make others feel comfortable. The second sentence is, "Why are you so shy?" Parents say this casually, but children don't hear it as a question, they hear it as a label. And children slowly start believing the label we give them. Instead of saying, "You are so shy," try saying, "I know you like to observe people first." That's absolutely okay, bacha. Everyone has a different personality. See the difference. One sentence tells a child they are lacking something, the other tells them they are simply different. The third mistake is comparison. Look at your cousin, see how confidently he talks to everyone. Comparison has never built confidence. It only makes children feel that who they are is not enough. Instead, appreciate your child's natural strength. You can say, "I love how carefully you think before speaking." "Oh, you're such a good listener." Quiet children often notice things that others miss. Let's help them see that a strength instead of a weakness. The fourth mistake is when guests come home and before the child even says a word, we smile and say, "Oh, he is very shy. He doesn't talk to anyone." Imagine hearing that about yourself again and again. Instead, say he takes some time to adjust or get comfortable with new people. Only when guests say hello to the child and child doesn't reply. It's respectful, it's true, and it leaves space for your child to decide how they want to show up. And finally, last sentence that comes from fear. If you stay like this, how will you survive in the real world? Parents don't say this because they want to hurt their child. They say it because they worry about the future. But children don't hear your worry. They hear the way I am is not good enough. And that's the last message we want them to carry. So instead, remind yourself of this. Your job is not to make your child louder. Your job is to help your child become comfortable with who they are. Because confidence isn't about speaking the most. Confidence is believing. Now I know what parents are thinking. Actually, if I stop pushing my child, how will they face interviews, presentations, and the real world? That's a genuine concern. So in the next part, let's talk about how to prepare a quiet child for the world without trying to change their personality. As parents, we don't want our children to struggle, but the answer is not to change your child's personality. The answer is to prepare them for the situation before they happen. One simple thing that works beautifully with quiet children is preparation instead of surprise. Imagine you suddenly tell your child, come quickly, guests are here, or we are leaving right now for a family function. For many quiet children, that's overwhelming. Instead, prepare them beforehand. You can say, Bacha, tomorrow we are going for a family function. There will be a lot of people there. We'll stay for about 2 hours. You don't have to talk to everyone. Just greet people politely. Spend some time with us. And if after some time you feel like taking a small break, let me know. The more prepared a child feels, the more relaxed and confident they become. The second thing is don't rush them. Many parents expect the child to enter a room and immediately start talking. But quiet children usually need a little time. They like to observe first, they look around, understand the environment, and then slowly begin interacting. Think about birthday parties. In the beginning, your child may stand next to you and you start worrying, why isn't my child mixing with the others? But if you simply wait, you will often notice that after 20 or 30 minutes, they're happily playing with everyone. They didn't need your push. They just needed time to feel comfortable. The third thing is something I feel many parents miss. We keep trying to build confidence by forcing children into situations that they don't enjoy. Instead, build confidence through their strength. Maybe your child loves chess. Maybe they enjoy drawing, music, coding, reading, or science. Give them opportunities to grow in those areas. When children start feeling capable in one part of their life, that confidence slowly spreads into the other parts too. So a child who confidently explains a chess move today may confidently answer a question in a class tomorrow. And I want you to remember one thing. Confidence is not about becoming the loudest person in the room. Confidence is believing I can handle this. That belief doesn't grow through pressure. It grows when children first feel accepted for who they are and then they are gently encouraged to take one small step at a time. That's why I always say, comfort comes first, confidence comes next, and the courage follows naturally. When children feel emotionally safe, they become brave enough to try new things. And that's the kind of confidence that stays with them for life. Now, before I end this video, I want you to think about one question. Who decided that the loudest child is the most confident child? Some of the wisest people you will meet are not the one who speaks the most. They are the ones who listen carefully, think deeply, and speak only when they have something meaningful to say. Maybe that's the kind of child growing up in your home. So please don't spend their childhood trying to change their personality. Spend it helping them believe that who they are is enough. Because the day a quiet child starts feeling there's something wrong with me, that's the day their confidence begins to break. Not because they were quiet, but because they became ashamed of being quiet. As parents, we all have dreams for our children. We want them to do well in life, build good relationships, succeed in their careers, and be happy. And yes, the world will ask them to speak sometimes. It will ask them to present, interview, and express their thoughts. Teach them those skills, but don't make them feel that they have to become a different person to succeed. Help them become the best version of themselves, not a copy of someone else. The world doesn't need every child to be loud. The world needs good listeners, thoughtful thinkers, kind friends, people who observe before they react, people who speak with purpose. And your quiet child may grow into exactly that. So the next time someone says your child is so shy, don't rush to fix them. Just smile and say, no, my child just takes some time to get comfortable. Sometimes that's all a child needs to hear. To know that the person they love the most accepts them exactly as they are. If this video made you look at your child differently, share it with another parent. So many children grow up believing they are not good enough simply because they are quiet. And I would love to hear from you in the comments. Is your child the quiet observer or the one who talks to everyone? What have you noticed about their personality? Let's learn from each other without judging. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to Parenting with Anchal. Every week, I share practical parenting strategies to help you build a strong relationship with your child, not by changing who they are, but by understanding them better. I'll see you in the next video.